Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I just went through all the guys really quick in case you want to pause, but I didn't want to have to read them all or have you guys sit through that if you didn't want to. I also want to take a look at some of the stuff I've picked up, like stuff. So I'm gonna look at that really quick. Wait, no, inventory. Weapons. I've got new weapons. Okay, so I realized when I was checking the or I was editing the recording that these red ones are restricted to like the other people, like mage only, and the dagger is for rogues only. So I could probably sell it. I don't know if I could pass it to my pal, my Solus. Canary battle axe. I don't have a two-handed weapon ability, but that would be pretty rad. So, and I also noticed that they're I'll have to take a look at the shields, but there's like, it's not like one's just better than the other. They have different defensive capabilities. Morning the furled and longsword. Ooh, only rogues can use those. Okay, so got the longsword and 61 damage and plus 3% attack, 45 damage, 4% bleed on hit, 43 damage, 4% attack. So this is probably the best weapon. Yeah, much better. Level 3, that's why. So we've got that, and then the that's the two-handed weapons, which I will probably sell. Rogue only, hunting longbow. Okay, so the shield's got 30% front defense and 3% willpower, 30% melee defense. Okay. Probably keep that one then. The plus 3 willpower is probably useful. But I got other things. Like, I got like a armor. Oh, okay, yeah. Whole other section. So I got a fire resistant cowl, whatever that does. Oh. Level 6. Okay. So let's look at what the restrictions are. Defender coat, which is what I'm wearing. Yeah, I started out with the mercenary coats. I've got 2 of those. One being better than the other for some reason. Gives me plus 2 constitution. Okay. Okay, I see. And, oh, bumper. No light armor, no medium armor. Oh, so I'm wearing heavy armor right now. Okay. I assumed it was light armor. Okay, we've got accessories. A life word amulet. When a blow is about to drop a character's health below 0, the amulet shatters and heals the character for the specified amount. Oh, well, I'll just put that on then. No belts, no rings. So we've got the amulet. Okay. Cool. Crafting materials. Deep stalker hide. Low armor rating. Down on the bottom, plus 1 dexterity. So what does this do? Can I add this to something? Common herb, iron. Because I noticed the other, like in the armor and the weapons, they had like empty slot, empty heavy arm slot, empty heavy leg slot or something. Okay. Oopsie, nope. I want to keep looking at that. Nug skin. Plus 1 cunning, 2% pure damage, range defense, wisp essence. I don't know what it does. Okay, cloth, leather, metal, runes. Runes would be cool to find. I'm fond of runes. I would like to learn the Nordic runes, to be honest. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. No other. Valuables. Figurine of Mafarith the Betrayer. So that must be the name of the betrayer of what's the priest, the prophetess lady. I'm a level 3 warrior. Does that mean I have abilities? I don't have any of those. I do have a point to spend. Okay. The last time I got a battle master one, so maybe we'll get. Ooh, I won't. So I can't get that. I can only get one of the. Well, I guess I could get that because I have that one. I just could also get. I could also get that or that. Granting additional hell. So should I? Because I kind of want to get the shield bash. I guess that is down there though, right? I could grab this and then go down there. But I don't know. I mean, this one seems like the better way to go because then I would have multiple. I would have a couple options right there. But I do want to get the lunge and slash eventually. Or I could complete the. I mean, I've got that, and I could get the boot. Critical blow, or I could hamstring them. Oh, this is tough. I should probably do this one of these. Gain stamina when I lose health. I don't really care about that, to be honest. So far, I haven't had much need of stamina. I haven't been encountering too much of that either. But I do want to get that really badly. So it's either this one or this one. I would gain +3 constitution on both. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. Yay. Apply. Okay, so I did it, and then I had to click on it to make sure I get it. Okay. So then I'll get that one next time, because that looks really fun. Tactics. Okay, and we will look at the Codex really quick. I took notes of which ones I read. It's the High Chancellor. So you can pause that if you want to see. And we go to crafting materials, and we've only got elf root, which is pretty cool stuff, seems like. You can pause it if you want to see it. Creatures, I found, and the only thing I looked at, oh yeah, I did look some up them, but these are just the foot soldiers. Stories and background on the world of Thetis. Respect to speed. Okay. Oh wait, more. I don't know why foot soldiers are under creatures. Well, you know, hey. This is interesting. Pride demon. I haven't encountered a desire demon yet. Which is what it mentions. The Chantry hierarchy. Which is actually very interesting. Boop, boop. Very long, but... Okay. Founding of the Chantry. So there's that. The Dalish Elves, we read that. History. We read that one when we found it. Conclave. First Inquisition. Very interesting. Boop, boop, boop. I know, it's like usually when I think of Inquisitions, I think of like a reign of terror, so it's interesting that that's not what this was supposed to be. It's a nice poem on the maker and the sort of a world creation type thing. I am very excited to... So that was, what was that? That was groups, history, magic, red lyrium. Doesn't really tell you a whole lot about it, only that it's bad stuff. Sometimes there's a map. Places. Yes. Haven. This is very much religious, which doesn't surprise me with the title called Inquisition, you know. And this looks like it has some of the background from Origins, I think. Yeah, because I think your name, you are referred to as the hero of Ferelden? Yeah, hero of Ferelden. I think that's what you're called in Origins. I think. And that was it for that. And then just some of the tutorials that showed me how to, if I ever forget and lose my mind. Oh, okay. So there we go. Thing, like a journal. I already reported to Haven's Chantry. Ah, this is the Inquisitor's. Ah, Haven's best and brightest, even these trying times. Good help is not so hard to find. Explore Haven and meet some of the Inquisitor's crafting masters. Okay, I will explore Haven first. I already kind of did, but...
Cedric said the blankets weren't worth selling. He's giving them to the Inquisition for free.
How kind of him.
That, and he said people who freeze to death don't spend much coin.
Well, he's not wrong.
You're the quartermaster? You're very young.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren.
Oh boy.
Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Investigate. What's your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Huh. I don't know who Loghain is. So no wonder you're unpopular. Is that, I'll be positive.
Your loyalty to the man you served
Yeah.
is admirable, quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but
I
I
have
was
no
there.
idea.
Ten Loghain never betrayed his king. If he'd brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Tell me about requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Farewell. A Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. What is this? Not enough materials. +1 power if I get more weapons. I have iron, but yeah, I need a logging stand. What?
If you find anything we need, let me know.
I know I kind of missed some looting things. There was something to read over here, and when I was editing, I was like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, look at what I'm missing.
So we're heretics, just like that. Should we surrender, or...
Don't be foolish. We are the Chantry, as much as any Grand Cleric. That prattle from Valroyo isn't the word of the Maker. It's politics.
Huh. Heretics. You gotta watch out. Religion and politics get mixed up way too often. Wait, blah, 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 blah. There was... Oh, hello. Oh, Solus. Hello.
The chosen of Andraste. The blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds good.
Am I riding in on a shiny steed?
I would have suggested a griffin.
Oh.
But sadly,
Oh,
extinct.
man.
Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
I would love to. I've mentioned in my Mass Effect 3 walkthrough that I actually wanted to be an archaeologist, and I still kind of do. It's definitely one of the lines of either a video game designer or archaeologist, so studying ancient ruins would be freaking sweet.
What
Oh,
do you
he
mean,
likes
ruins
me.
and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How do you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient
Oh, yeah,
ruins.
yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Not so flashy as throwing fire
Or
or lightning.
dangerous.
The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old
I
dream,
can.
I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a major rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my
Of
caution.
course. I gotcha. Oh. Eh? Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I don't know why. But when I mentioned that I did a little bit of research and I know who I'm going to try and romance, it's this guy. I don't know if I should spoil it, but I don't know what it is, but the little bit I've seen of him, I think it might be his voice, and just like, I like the way he thinks. And again, if you've seen my Mass Effect 3 stuff, that's why. And like, I don't know, I haven't done Mass Effect 1 or 2, but the reason in Mass Effect 1, I actually romanced Caden, and I came out of it because Solus isn't that attractive. And I went at Caden thinking, nah, he's not that attractive, but he's the only option for a straight female. By the end of it, I was like, I really, really liked him a lot. And for some reason, I haven't even, like, I've only seen, like, clips of this, and I just find myself attracted to him for some reason. And I want to see it through. I want to see what it is. I want to see what's up. So I'm definitely going the heart route. I don't know. Was that a convincing reason? There's probably more to it. I just can't think of it right now.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Just gonna. Whoa! I was like, are you trying to walk around or what? Can I keep talking? Oh, so he's got a symbol on here.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You think it survived? I think discovering what made it would help us close it.
You don't
He
think whatever
likes
created
me!
The explosion was destroyed in the blast.
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Yeah. I think it will turn up.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Investigate. Oh! Tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Okay. Tell me about the Veil.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
Sounds fantastic.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines
Yeah.
reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious
Of
peril.
course. Nothing is beautiful without also being dangerous in some ways. I think. It's almost more beautiful for the danger. Tell me about demons.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living. And a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Ah. Is it... This is all really... It kind of sounds like quantum physics, to be honest. And the oversimplification of things just makes things easier. It's like propaganda, you know? It just makes it easier to consume by the masses. But doing such oversimplification can ruin an idea or anything, like an actual reality type thing. It can skew the way reality is perceived.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one. And it matters that you thought to ask.
He seems to like questions. And you don't always have to necessarily, like, agree with him, but you have to value... You have to have an open mind, but not so open that it falls, you know, your brain falls on the ground.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between
It's not,
this
yeah, the
world and
veil isn't a
fate,
barrier,
allowing
it's a
spirits
veil.
to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
Are there no other questions I can ask?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Hey, there were other options, I'm pretty sure.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me about elves. Since I am one.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions
Hi.
about culture. You are Dalish,
Ah.
are you not?
Why are you being, you're the one being aggressive about it.
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Halla?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the fade. I have seen things they have not.
We are trying. No, so teach them. No, he's probably tried.
Irabellis, Haren. If the Dalish have done you a disservice, I would make that right. What course would you set for them that is better than what they know now?
You are right, of course. The fault is mine, for expecting what the Dalish could never truly accomplish. Irabalas, darling. If I can offer any understanding, you have but to ask.
Yay! And he was not happy with, he slightly disapproved of my line of questioning, but it's like, you're not going to be perfectly happy with me, and I'm not going to be perfectly happy with you, so I'm not going to just bend over backwards to make you happy. Tell me about the ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvenan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
How so? Like, how were the elves destroyed? I don't understand.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
How is this lost? That's what I picture. I mean, it's fairly Lord of the Ringsy, but still, like, not even like they didn't like the Lord of the Rings elves. Like, they lived in magic, you know, sort of magic grown trees, but like the image I have in my head just from that is fantastic. Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. Love to see it. Tell me about the magic.
Is elven magic different from the magic
Ooh,
used
good
by
question.
humans?
No, and
Oh,
yes.
what?
Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition, much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Ooh, immortal. You see, what was that? Were they really? What does special mean? Yeah, what about, well, that, like, he seems to not have a problem with blood magic, so.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven.
Oh, this is so
The subtle
awesome.
beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of
I
their
knew
nature.
it.
Some spells took years to cast.
Wow.
Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Wow. Oh, see, this is why I'm falling in love. Like, just the way he talks. He's so poetic. But what about blood magic? Like, I think that was, I don't know if that's the Lord of the Rings elves or it's just like, like they say even magicians and wizards, they get a longer lifespan because of their, not because of a spell, but because of their exposure to magic. And you're like, a magic as a song? Like, accessing, like, oh, like there's so many like theories in there, like so many different fantasy and even like quantum physics stuff, like string theory, like all this stuff. It's all intertwined together and it's beautiful. I love it.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. Unfortunate Cassandra is
Are you
not
sure?
within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters
How
only
so?
how it is used.
I don't know, but I'd like to know more about it. I don't really know what blood magic does. I mean, it's usually bad, but
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice. While in Devinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
Interesting. It's kind of like how when you limit, I don't know, in some situations, you look at like the usual example that's brought up is like Japan. They've limited weapons, like extremely like citizens are not allowed to carry weapons. So only the criminals carry weapons, and they carry really good ones, you know? And it's like, here in America, you limit drugs, so only, like, it's like the people who do drugs are treated as criminals. Or they sort of are, like, they're kind of shunted into a criminal-esque mind frame. Tell me more about what you think of the Dalish.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
Have I not met other ones?
Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy
How
upon
did you know
Divine's
that?
meeting.
Ooh.
As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all
Really?
changed, adapting to the lands in which they
Really?
live. Some are no more than bandits. Others trade freely with humans. And some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
I thought that all the Dalish elves got along. But don't we meet every 10 years, yeah? To do that, like singing thing? Or not singing, that's a book, actually. Where the nomadic clans get together, like, once a year or something to trade stories and songs. Tell me about the city elves that I did not have an option to be.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
I want to know more about that.
We'll talk later.
You have a lot of interesting information that you're keeping from me.
Hello.
Oh, okay, good. We're talking. Oh, sorry, we're standing at a weird angle. Now that we've talked, tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
Why? I do respect you. I could go with the clever answer. But I respect you.
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. There's so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Where have you studied?
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected
I
in
love
fate.
that dual aspect.
Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost.
Can
in
anybody
history.
do it?
Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers. The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Huh.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
Yeah, tell me what happened, because I don't know.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed, and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Wow. Wow! Oh, dimensionality! Why study the Fade?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became
That
troublesome.
could become troublesome in and of itself.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely
All by
with the rest.
yourself?
I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
Wow. I couldn't imagine wanting to leave. You know, like that's the dangerous part, is not wanting to leave.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the
So you
Fade.
had to move.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Ah. Is that weird, but good for you? Is that why you're here?
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in
I
terrible
figured.
danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I hope that works. Weird, but good for you. I hope it works.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
Ah.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Huh. You like my side benefits. I like what he said, though. You've chosen a path you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. That's something good to put on your wall and inscribe onto your brain. It's like, it's right. It's like when people become a doctor. Yeah, it's like it's hard work, but the steps may not be the best. But you enjoy learning about anatomy, hopefully, and then you enjoy the position you get at the end, hopefully. Oh, so you like?
You find the muscles enjoyable?
I meant that you enjoyed having them. presumably.
Ah,
But yes.
I'm a terrible flirt in real life. I couldn't keep a straight face.
have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they
Really?
had seen.
Cool.
Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Awesome. Yeah, I thought there were only bad spirits, or ones that weren't bad or good. They're just spirits that were reflections, but maybe they're reflections of the people around them?
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world.
Ah.
When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter.
Ah.
Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
Ah. Those are demon names.
You're saying that you became friends with Pride and Desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living.
Ah.
If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon,
Oh
What a death.
no.
and if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
That's amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream is the potential.
Really?
Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I do enjoy getting to know you. Indeed. I like the way he thinks. He's out of the box and he's quiet and like mysterious. He's got a quiet wit that people might misinterpret perhaps for like shyness or like reserve. He's just wise though.
You have an interesting way of looking at the world,
yes.
Solus.
I try. And that isn't quite an answer.
I look forward to helping you make new friends.
That should be... well,
That isn't quite an answer either. We'll talk later.
goodbye.
Did he have anything else interesting to say?
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay. Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, I should probably call this episode. It's gone a little bit long, but we were having such an interesting conversation. Alright, now you know my ulterior motives, so be on the lookout, I suppose. I am looking forward to it. I am. He is very interesting. Of characters I've met in games, he's got the potential to be one of the most interesting so far. So thank you guys for joining me on this eventful, chit-chatting, exploring episode. I look forward to more. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.